Hey, Scruffy. So, yeah, the weather's still stormy. So the weather has resumed. But I think it's going to pause again starting tomorrow. Scruffy's exploring again. I noticed he was rubbing on the box last night. He likes rubbing against that box. So that's the cat food dispenser box. So yeah, that's definitely an important box of interest for Scruffy. So yeah, it's a little chilly, and yeah, it's been raining. It looks like it stopped finally. Yeah, it rained much harder today than yesterday. So yesterday it rained. It's kind of a light rain, but it rained basically the whole day and into the night, and then started up again. Yeah, Scruffy's going the other way now. Okay, guess that means he's ready for food. Okay, let me get the food on the table. Let me take the water bowl off the little table. I don't think he drank any water today. I don't blame him. With all the rain, he's probably sick of water. Okay. So, yeah, anyway, the storm seemed kind of light yesterday, but it was long lasting, so rather than a short, intense storm, we got a kind of a long, mild storm yesterday. But today, yeah, the intensity increased. But it looks like it just stopped. So I think about an hour ago, the rain seems to have stopped. I think we might get a little bit more tonight, but it looks like the forecast for tomorrow is, and I think the following day is no rain. But then, yeah, I'm not sure what happens in the following days. They're still showing us storm advisories now. I forgot. They keep changing the terminology on me. But it sounds like, yeah, we're going to beware of more storms, beware of more floods, beware of more frost. And I think I saw a hail warning. So I don't think the storm is officially over yet, even though tomorrow and the following day look like they're going to be dry. So it might be like the past few days where we're kind of in a lull of a storm. Actually got really nice weather in that the eye of the storm, and then it started up again. So it might do the same. But I'm sure Scruffy will be happier tomorrow since there won't be any rain. He seemed kind of miserable today the few times I saw him. So when I saw him at lunch, yeah, he was. I don't think I got any footage of it, but he was sitting at the door waiting for me at the beginning of lunch. I think he was. I think he was there a little early because I think right on time, or about on, at the start of lunch today. And he was sitting on the gray mat, but his head was drooped down, as almost if he was kind of nodding off or really bored or something. And then after I fed him and went back in, I looked out the window again, and he was back in that position. and I thought that was a little weird because yeah, usually after he's rubbing the or sniffing the chair again. He did that a few days ago. So yeah, usually after lunch he kind of steps away a little bit and sort of like what he does with dinner. The dinner he walks away completely, a lot of times, but with lunch he'll sometimes just kind of walk a little bit, just start grooming somewhere where I can't see him, and then sometimes I see him, he jumps like back on the table or something soon after lunch. But yeah, he when I looked out the window, he was yeah, just sitting on the gray mat with his head down again. So he was, sitting upright, but his head was down, and he looked like he was nodding off again, or bored, or grabbing the jacket, I think. So tomorrow should be better, and the following day probably too. And then I don't know if the storm's going to come back after that. So the problem with the forecast thing is it's not showing me far enough. So when everything shifts to rain, they give me hourly forecasts, and then I lose the multi-day forecast. I actually clicked on a website today just to see further ahead, but it only showed me 2 days ahead, and it was showing me, I think, an hourly breakdown 2 days ahead. Even though by hour it didn't look like there was going to be any rain in the next 2 days. So I didn't go out today since it was raining. I actually had trouble sleeping. Went to sleep early, but yeah, it was one of those nights where I just couldn't fall asleep again. So I finally got to sleep pretty late morning. I think it was still before sunrise, but it was getting close to sunrise, so I ended up sleeping in and waking up kind of late morning. So my day is off to kind of a bad start. Or went off on a bad start, and then yeah, since it was raining, I didn't go out. Scruffy's getting into the headbutts there. And the glove grab. So I think I need to go grocery shopping soon. Tomorrow, I'm probably busy tomorrow, but maybe the day after I might be able to squeeze it in. Probably, yeah. Also, I should probably go for a run tomorrow or something, since I haven't gone out the past 2 days. I'll check the rain schedule, see how far I can push off the groceries. I'm getting pretty low. I think I need to go soon. So I also need to make a new batch of soup, vegetable soup. So I need to get a whole bunch of ingredients for that. So it's going to be a big shopping trip. And then since I'm so low on everything again, I'm thinking I might try to stock up again like I did last time. So I think I pushed out my trip probably by about 2 weeks. But I stock it up on more stuff. Now I think I'm gonna get Scruffy his food. He's into the pets now. Okay, let's get your food. Okay. So, yeah, I talked a little bit about Scruffy today, but I don't think I got much footage except at lunch because, yeah, I basically saw him on the gray mat. I think a little bit before, yeah, right at lunch, and then right after lunch, and then I don't think I saw him again because, yeah, he did leave the gray mat a little while later, and then I don't know what he did the rest of the afternoon. Yeah, he wasn't in sight. I thought maybe he'd be in the carrier again, but I didn't see him go in it. So, yeah, we did lunch, and I guess, I don't know. I don't remember if he was that agitated. I think he was more agitated yesterday from the rain. Hey, Scruffy. Yeah. More rain, huh? Yeah, we got some thunder, too. That's something, huh? And so it's a lot more intense than yesterday. So the weather is fully resumed. So that your water and kibble. Okay, ready, huh? Tonight's dinner is meaty pate with real ocean whitefish, kibble, and rotisserie chicken scraps. And tonight's kind of a double portion of the rotisserie chicken scraps. So the rotisserie chicken is already kind of a bonus, but I doubled up on the bonus tonight. So Scruffy's getting extra food tonight, or a lot of extra food tonight. So I've been kind of saving the chicken for really crummy weather days like today. So figured today would be a good day to go all out. And also, he cleaned the bowl really well last night. So thought maybe I might be a little hungrier. Because the prior nights he hasn't really been cleaning the bowl that well. He's been leaving before The bowl is empty. But that changed last night, so figured, yeah, give him the extra chicken tonight. So I'm trying to think. So yeah, there were a few topic threads I started talking about in previous nights that I never finished. Not really important. But, so I think I was talking about the park that I go biking at. It's I found a local media report that did a follow up, and yeah, they're basically still closed, and they're saying the damage is extensive, and they're not sure when they're going to reopen. It sounds like it's pretty far off. So that's pretty disappointing. They said it sounds like there's just a large multitude of problems, but the biggest one is the main road that goes into the park. Sounds like it might be structurally unsound or damaged, and they said that's the bulk of the repair cost. I don't know. Their repair cost seems really high, especially since the quality of the road was never that good to begin with. So yeah, so the last good weather day, I did go out on a bike ride and I've used my alternate route, which does take me up to kind of the old back entrance of the park, and it's kind of at the top of the one of the mountains. Because yeah, the park is kind of like a valley surrounded by mountains or hills or something. And uh, yeah, I think the park rangers actually described it as a box canyon. And they said that's actually one of the problems one of the safety dangers of the park because I guess all the rain has loosened everything, and I guess yeah, debris and rocks, and basically the canyon can just kind of suddenly erode and collapse on the valley below and the people in there. So I don't know how you evaluate it to see if it's dangerous or not. I don't know. Does that mean they just have to wait till summer when everything's dried up to see what survived? So I hope they're not closed that long. It's been almost 2 months. My alternate route is not as interesting as the park. It's okay, but yeah, it's a lot less interesting, and there's a lot less variation I can do with it. And then I also have to ride through traffic, so I'm not particularly thrilled about it. And then it actually makes me take a longer route around the park to get to the top. And so if I need to abort or come back early or something like that, it's not really feasible. There are no shortcuts back. No, not that my normal park route has that many shortcuts, but at least within the park, there are a lot of alternate routes that can circle back quickly. Remove the balls. Looks like Scruffy left some food in the corner. So I'm concerned there was extra food in there tonight. It's doing a pretty good job eating it. Time-wise, anyway. Yeah, it's a pretty average time, but because there's extra food in there, it should take him a little longer. So I think he's eating faster tonight. So let's see. Another topic thread I never finished was the color of the plates. So basically, I had two colors of these plates, red and green. And early on, I had the idea of trying to associate food with the green and water with the red. So I was hoping maybe Scruffy would learn just by sight, by seeing what color plate I'm holding, you know, like what's in there. But yeah, over the past couple years, I don't think he's picked up on it, and I actually don't know what color spectrum cats can see, so I don't even know if they can tell the difference between green and red. But yeah, I kind of screwed up the pattern anyway when I started giving them kibble on the red plate. So okay, well, I think Scruff is done. Did a pretty good job cleaning the ball tonight. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.